Hi guys! Wow, I look crazy. Awesome. So I'm basically wanting to do something really nice, dark, grungy and smoky today, and I'm going to be using the Sublime Beauty, the Equalizer palette volume 2, because it's been a while since I've used this palette. I think I've actually only used it once and it is lovely. It's a gorgeous wee palette. There's this colour up here, Brunch I think it's called, where it's just like a really nice like antique gold with a wee bit of bronze through it, so I was maybe thinking of using that and creating a wee bit of a spotlight eye situation. But do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go off camera and actually do this eye off camera, and then I'll come back and that's whenever we will actually get into the tutorial. Okay, so I'm first going to start with the gel liner from Inglot, the 77 one. I'm going to pop this just in my waterline and just press that along the lower lash line, and then I'm going to slightly blend that out a wee bit. So I'm going to be taking my 02 brush with Buff and Blend and going to Love. I'm just going to be packing this on the outer and inner corner to obviously create our wee spotlight eye. Just packing that shade on the outer and inner corner first of all before I go in and blend at it. This is definitely the type of makeup look that you have to really trust the process. So I'm now going to go in and just pat over the edges just to kind of blur and diffuse them a wee bit, because we're now going to go in and blend with a different shade. But just blurring and diffusing these edges will just make it so much easier to introduce another colour and create a seamless blend. And obviously don't be too worried or concerned about the centre, because obviously we're going to be covering it up anyway with shimmer, pigment, whatever. Taking my 04 brush, this is my wee petite blend brush. I do apologise that yet again my brushes are absolutely pigging, and something tells me that I took Feeling, which is this shade here. So as you can see, I'm not taking much of this shadow, but I'm just using it to slightly blend that shadow out a wee bit. Just using really light pressure and just circular motions to blend this out. So I literally took a mixture between these two shades here on the exact same brush. And I'm going to be introducing that first of all just in the inner corner. Again, just using really light pressure, because I'm just wanting like just a wee dusting of this. Back in with our first brush, which is the 02, and into Love, and again just packing that on the outer corner and the inner corner. I'm going to take a wee bit of the black shade now, this one here. I'm going to pack this quite tight to that lash line and bring it up slightly. And I'm just taking a wee bit of this because obviously I want to blend this out and I'm not wanting it to... Yeah, forget that. I don't know where I was going with that. And I'm going to go back into the 04 brush, not taking any more product on it. And I'm going to slightly blend this black out. Oh my goodness. Okay, here is something that I have been meaning to say to you guys. I'm guessing I'm aiming this at the Americans, but... Ew! So like over here in Ireland we don't actually have like Cheetos crisps, especially them. So I had actually found them in a wee shop in Ballymena where it sells like American sweets and treats and drinks and stuff. So as soon as I seen them, I grabbed them because I was like, oh my goodness, Jacqueline Hill absolutely raves about these. Like I know so many people in America love them crisps. And I have to say, like, I'm not that bad whenever it comes to hot things. Like, I love spicy hot crisps and stuff, but I have a line, I have a tolerance. And I was so excited to try these, and they were £5.50. Like, that for a packet of crisps is so expensive over here. I don't know what it's like anywhere else, but that's really pricey. Yeah, I was honestly so excited to try these. I was expecting them to be the nicest things that have ever graced my tongue, and they're not. They're alright, they taste nice, but they're that hot to me, to little pathetic me, that the hotness just overtakes the taste. Like, you can no longer taste them. But you know what they remind me of? We have crisps over here called spicy knickknacks, and they look like that. And they are so nice. Like, they're not hot, but they're just spicy, and they're so good. But these, like, do you know what? They do taste really nice, but they're just so hot. I don't do really hot things. I just love eating things, and I enjoy eating. But I don't want to eat something that causes me discomfort or displeasure or pain. I'm gonna take stripping and, oh no, yeah, just stripping, this shade here. So I'm just using this shade to do a wee bit of blending just at the front of my brow. Okay, I'm going to take one of these wee P. bases now. These are the metallic bases. I actually got these on the Black Friday sale, and do you know what? It was honestly one of those compulsive buys where I was just like, I just bought it for the sheer hell of the fact that it was on sale, and I'm so glad that I did. I bought 3 shades, so I bought kind of like a bronze one, this one which is kind of like a goldy colour, and a silver one. I've already used the silver one, and they are amazing. Like, they're absolutely stunning. They're basically just like the formula of her normal eyeshadow bases, but they're metallic, and they're so nice. I'm going to take a wee bit of that just in my 05 brush. I'm going to pop this just up the centre of the lid. I'm now going to go in with Brunch, which is this shimmer shade, and I'm actually just going to, whoa! I'm going to use that just with my finger. Okay, so I think that's quite nice actually, but it's a wee bit subtle. I'm going to want to take this just an extra step further. I'm going to take this wee fluffy brush here and into the Makeup Addiction Cosmetics pigment in the shade Impressionist. So I'm going to take my 04 brush and give those corners a wee blend, because I forgot to before I put the pigment on. I'm not taking anything on this brush, by the way, but I'm just using like the sides and just using really light pressure and going up and down, kind of like 50-50. So I'm 50, or like, so I'm half on the shimmer and I'm half on the matte shadow on the outer corner, and I'm just going up and down, kind of blending that. So as you can see, it does look a wee bit more gradient, where it doesn't look as if it's just been plunked on. Oh, I was flipping you off there. So it doesn't just look as if something has just been like plopped on the middle of the lid. Now to start on the base makeup. Oh, let's do this. I need to get some coverage on this skin. For primer, I'm taking the Honey Dew Me Up primer. Ugh. So then for foundation, I'm actually going to be mixing 2. So I'm going to be taking, well, one's a foundation and one's a concealer, but I'm going to be taking the Huda Beauty, the Huda Beauty Full Filter Foundation in the shade Tres Leches, and then I'm also going to be taking the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is in the shade Porcelain, which is not porcelain, because I am having to use this as a foundation. I could never use that because it's a can I calm the fuck down? Because I could never use that as a concealer. It's just, no. So let's do this. I am going to go super full coverage today because that face is just not it. How do you guys feel about mukbangs? Because I was actually wanting to do a wee Q&A soon, or just like a really nice wee chilled sit down chit chat video, like not necessarily doing makeup, but I just find sometimes a wee bit awkward just like sitting here talking, not actually doing anything. So I was actually thinking of doing a wee mukbang or something. Do let me know if you actually like mukbangs, or if you would want me to do like a wee updated Q&A, or just like a wee assumptions video, or I don't know, just something really like chilled. And then for concealer, I'm taking the HNB Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer. And then for my cream bronzer, I'm taking this one from Sol Body. It's the Bronzing Balm. Oh my god, my under eyes. Look at the hack of the way I've blended out that concealer. I'm going to be taking the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Easy Bake Loose Powder. Boom! We got there eventually. So I'm just going to dust this back off because I don't like to leave it on my skin too long. I think I'm actually going to go and finish off the eyes because these under eyes are absolutely killing me. Okay, so I didn't realise that my camera stopped recording. I love that for me. So as you can see, I finished off my eyes. And I also set my skin with the Morphe 2 3-in-1 Pick Me Up Face Mist. But anyway, I think where it left off at, I was literally just using my 05 brush along my lash line with this shade here, the shade Love. Yeah, this one here, and then I literally just blend it out with my wee with my wee precise blending brush, and I used this shade here, and then I also used this shade here to further blend it out a wee bit. I'm going to be taking the Maven Beauty highlighters. I'm not too sure what shade I'm going to be using here. The one I usually use is Draped Up, this one here, but I think it might be a wee bit too light. It might be okay, but we'll see. And then I have Dripped Out. If I can open it, that would be fabulous. This one here, it's more of like a goldy type of shade. These highlighters are absolutely stunning, so they're beautiful. I think it might be a wee bit too dark. Yeah, we'll just go with this one, sure, why not? I do apologise that I keep on using this, because I actually do think that it is discontinued because I can no longer find this on ColourPop, which is such a shame because it's absolutely stunning. It is such a beautiful blush, but because I genuinely think it is discontinued and I can't find it anywhere, I will actually start linking like a similar blush to this, but it's the Foxy Press Powder Blush from ColourPop, and as you can see, it's just like a really nice like peachy coral. And it's got the tiniest wee bit of shimmer through it, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So it is. But I do apologise that I'm using a product that's discontinued, but I do like it. But I will link a similar blush down below for you. And to bronze the skin, I'm going to be taking the Jouer bronzer, this wee one here, and I'm just going to be using the lighter shade. So this is the medium to deep duo. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom these in a wee bit so I can do my lips. So I'm going to be taking the ColourPop lippy pencil in the shade BFF, and I'm going to take the Ilmakiage liquid lipstick. I used this the other day and it was actually quite nice. It's in the shade Matte Glory. So I'm just going to do my lip liner first of all. Oh, I just sprayed a load of hairspray and I can taste it. I feel like I'm eating it. Ugh. I think in the next couple of months I'm actually going to book a hair appointment and go back all blonde. Just like all blonde. Not the way I was like all blonde before, but like just a full head of highlights. I was so excited. Because I've been growing my hair out for 2.5 years at this point, and this is literally all my regrowth. Like this is just regrowth, and then that's the colour my hair was. Like it's crazy like how long I've lasted being able to do that, like actually grow my hair all out. I'm so proud that I was actually able to do it, but it's just ridiculous now. I just can't cope anymore with it. It's a nightmare. This comes to the end of this tutorial. I think it's all so much for watching. I am actually loving how this looks. I'll give you a wee close-up so you can see a close-up. I love those wee Makeup Addiction Cosmetics pigments. I think that has actually just made this makeup look. Just that wee pigment. I absolutely love it. But I of course will link everything I use down below in the description box, along with my brushes. My wee brushes. What date is it actually? So it's actually Tuesday the 25th. Come February, I have a wee surprise coming with my brushes, by the way, so do keep an eye on my socials. I will obviously announce it here on my Instagram, here on my YouTube, and I will of course be announcing it on my Instagram. So come February, I have a wee surprise regarding my brushes. Of course they are limited editions, so do feel free to buy them while you can, because once they're gone, they are gone, unfortunately. But yeah guys, of course that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next video.